guys, it's Syera. So as I mentioned earlier, I have this one book that I really love so much. It's called Reclaim Your Heart by Yasmin Mogahed. I'm going to read through the first chapter with you so you can have some insights on the book. Okay, so basically this book is about how do you jaga your heart, meaning in life we always go through some, we are happy, but at some point we always kalah dengan disappointments and heartbreaks. It's really hard to get over it. It's teaching you on a new perspective on love, loss, happiness and pain. So it's a manual on how to protect your heart. The first chapter in this book is called Attachments. Kita panggil sayangkan duniawi. Alright, so the first subtopic is called Why do people. First chapter dia ceritakan how she's depending her happiness on people around her. Contohnya when she has a best friend and that friend hurt her, dia sangat disappointed. Also when in a relationship that a person hurt her, she gets disappointed and then it's really hard for her to move on. So the cycle keeps repeating itself after one disappointment to another. So what she's doing is actually she's relying her happiness on the people around her. So she realized that in this dunya it's not only about attached to material things, it's also about attaching to people. So this is the interesting part. So dia kata, why do we always get hurt when these things happen? These things yang kita expect it to be this way, but it end up the other way around. So they explain that in dunya is meant to be temporary and imperfect. It's not perfect and it's not long lasting. Naturally, we as human are created from Jannah. So kita memang Jannah is a place of perfection and eternal, long lasting. So when we are put in dunya, which is temporary and imperfect, is meant to be imperfect, that's when we are put to the test. Okay, so what she said was we should stop putting hope depending on dunyawi and stop trying to mold dunya into what it's not and not meant to be, which is perfect. So dari sini kita faham attachment is meant to be only for God, which is Allah, and not meant to be any other. Don't get confused. We can seek help from other people. They are like tools. However, don't depend on them. The one that you should depend on is Allah. So your hope and your trust should be in Allah, not in other people or other things. Okay, hear this out. We can never find stability and lasting peace until our attachment and dependency is on what is stable and lasting. So contohnya, if we depend on dunia atau false attachment, it's always changing and it's just temporary. So kalau Allah tarik nikmat tu, kita akan experience a roller coaster of emotion. We should depend on something that is stable and long lasting, which is on God basically. Contoh, if you're in a relationship and something happens, you will go through an emotional roller coaster. You akan jadi sedih, sedih gila-gila. This is false attachment because you're depending your whole happiness and you're depending your life on them. Okay, you're not depending on Allah. Okay, so I'm going back to the subtopic, why do people leave? The answer to that is because this world is meant to be imperfect and it's temporary. The last part, it says, because life is not perfect. If it is, then what is Jannah? Okay guys, I'm going to stop at the first chapter. So I hope you learned something as what I did, and it's also a reminder for me. If you have any comments, do let me know, and that's it for today.